はい、HataQです。キングダムズ・オブ・アマラー、続きをやっていきましょう。なんか終了っぽい感じだな。ああ、終了だね。じゃあ目の前にいるんで、受けましょうか。
Oh, thank goodness you're here. It's my miners. They've gone deranged. Bless my beard. Just as both sides were coming back to full operation, the lunatics fled out into the desert. I tried to stop one of them and saw nothing but a blank stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. He looked cursed. This is the work of that Fae, the one who sits atop the hill on the outskirts of town. If you can find that Fae and make him fix this, you'll be duly compensated. Gulliver watches the mine from his perch on the hill to the south. You'll find him there. Didn't you hear me? They've gone soft in the head. Most ran off into the desert, some stayed in the mines. I tried to stop one of them and got nothing but a vacant stare and a strange light behind the fellow's eyes. Then he took off. He looked cursed. I bet my beard that damn Fae had something to do with this. Surely you've heard the name. Odessa's most powerful mineral mining interest. Dug the very stones Odessa was built on, and the gems that power her.
これなんで同じ項目2つあるんだろうね。違うか今。最後の文字が違った。あ、村と社か。こういう会社名もありゃ村もあるの。で、どうすりゃいい？まずはあそこに行けって感じか。
What is it? You are my contact. I should have known. Punctuality is not one of your papal strengths, and you have so few. You may recall our mutual friend, Formerus Hughes, the gnome who brought you back to life. I suspect you would, but I gather you've been quite busy. Well, Scholar Hughes has been missing since the attack on his tower. As his patron, I am quite concerned. I want you to find him. You are, how shall I say, uniquely suited to the task. It would seem the incident in Alistar made Scholar Hughes a touch paranoid. Every time we receive a clue about his location, he vanishes before I can reach him. But he's running out of places to hide. It's my opinion that there's one hope left of finding Hughes. You. And I am grateful. Scholar Hughes is quite fortunate to have friends like us. Hughes has an old laboratory in the cavern of Saltwell Mines. I believe he's been conducting research there since the destruction of Alistar Tower. Find him, and you will be rewarded for your contribution to science. I will await your success in the Librarium in Odessa. He may have returned to his old laboratory in Saltwell Mines. But if any of my people approach, he'll flee. He's quite paranoid, for good reason. Odessa is the greatest bastion of knowledge and understanding in the world. Alpha have their arts, mankind has its gods. But our only commandments are the solid, predictable laws of natural science. As Templar, the Forum demands that I do everything in my power to advance our knowledge. It is a tremendous responsibility, and one I take quite seriously. Formerus Hughes is one of my most brilliant scholars, and as you know, his research shows tremendous potential. His recovery is of paramount importance. His knowledge is invaluable, and must not fall into the wrong hands. And I'm terribly worried about his safety too, of course. That goes without saying. My fellow Templars and I sponsor research that will lead to the betterment of all mortals. Sadly, Alfar and man alike often have trouble accepting the reason behind our decisions. But most gnomes realize we have their best interests in mind.
で、どこに行けと。今度はここ行けと。さあ、また新たな洞窟かな。今度は近場で一応あるんだけど、でも洞窟自体はどのみち冒険しないわけにはいかないから、死体か。なんで死体が、おお、なんだ、いるじゃねえか。そういうこと？さあいいかな。洗濯。まあ起き上がってきますわな。まあ随分囲われてんね。あと1匹。うい。ああ、特にこれといって何かあるわけでもないか。ただ先に進めって感じだね。これどうだろう。もしかしたらさ、一周つながっててこれ逆じゃねえか。あそこ飛べないんじゃねえかな。どうだろう。ジャンプ台が邪魔になってたりしねえか。鍵拾ったね。で、テイク。で、トラップあり。外しますか。で、どこだ敵。こっちか。で、宝箱ゲット。この辺なんか死体の山みてえだな。あー、なんかいろいろと日記落ちてんな。この上は意外にこういうところがあっさりしてんだよな。ここまで来させといてなんかねえのかって感じすんだけど。ああ、やっぱ繋がってるな。これ大丈夫かな、逆。ここってさ、閉じられそうなんだけど。罠にかかんないの？あいつらは罠にかかんないのか。まあでもいいか。大丈夫だろう。特に何もないよね。トラップが固まってるだけと。で、これを閉めると、あ、なんだよ。扉閉まんのかと思ったらこれつけときゃよかったんだよ。なんか恨めるな、この辺り。統一性がねえからあれなんだよな。推測とかができねえんだよな。共通のルールにのっとって大体なんか作られていくんだけどさ、普通のものってそっから逆算できるんだけど、これしづれえんだよ。なんか寄ってたかっていろんな人がなんかガチャガチャっと物を作ってるような感じなんだよね。一人の意識下で物作ってる感じじゃねえんだよな。だからなんかね、思考がグダグダなんだよな。なんか統一性がねえんだよな。デザインとかもそうでしょ。なんか全然あれだもんね。場所とかによって全然あれだもんね。テイスト変わっちゃってるもんね。 でどこだ、いたいたいた。あとはこんなもんかな。これは前もなんかこんなの見かけたけど、これ何にも意味なかったんだよな。なんかありそうじゃんとか思ったんだけど。
Have I been down here so long? Is the madness so great that I see the faces of the damned before me? Or is it really you? It is! By the tome! Come closer. Let me look at you. It has been an eternity since I've seen a trusted face. This is very true. Even finding me here must have been difficult. The sons of Lars are vile things, but luckily not hard to outwit. Wait, do you hear that? Someone is coming!
いやー、まあ来るよね、こういう風にね。思ったほどじゃねえか。名前付きのやつ、いや、そっか、名前みんな鬼しとこう。そんなに強いわけじゃないね。やっぱ僕はそんなにレベル高くないのかな、もともと。うん。全然他の場所の方が楽なよ、大変なような気がする。
Everywhere I go, destruction follows. I have grown so weary of it, my friend. All I ever wanted was to unlock death's secrets, to shed light on the shadows. I never wanted this. Thank you for more than just your protection, for being the one good thing to come of this disaster. I have few friends, but I gladly count you among them. You must be mistaken. I've tried to contact him ever since I fled Alistar, but he never replied. Until now. Octien. Of course. When all the facts are considered, the truth will emerge. Ah, I am a fool! Octien has sent you to search for me. To have us killed together. Those assassins are proof of this. The Well of Souls is his project. Once it was functioning, he no longer needed me. Not if he could salvage the well in Alistar with Ventrinio's help. No, not me. But Ventrinio's old notes suggest that he may know a way into Alabastra. I wonder, perhaps, is it possible that you have met Ventrinio already? That would explain it. You were attuned to his well, but raised from mine. Unfortunately, the only way to find Ventrinio is to go through Templar Octien, which will not be easy now that we know of his treachery. Never. The only voice he wishes to hear is his own. We cannot deal with Octien within the boundaries of Edessa. Not alone. There is one who has the power to discredit him. Templar Joriel. She is reputed for her wisdom and strength of character. And as I recall, she and Octien do not exactly see eye to eye on matters of policy. If Joriel can make Octien answer for his crimes, then we will gain access to his information. That includes the location of Ventrinio's lab. If you wish to uncover the mystery of your death, then you will need Ventrinio. He is the key to Alabastra. Find Templar Joriel in Edessa. We don't have much evidence, but I have a feeling she will help us. Oh, don't call it that. You're just having a talk with Octien in the library. In return for your discretion, he'll give us what we want. I know it's unpleasant, but when you work with the Templars, you just start thinking this way. It helps you stay alive. Ah, Edessa, the great gnomish city-state. Knowledge, reason, and logic rule there, as do bureaucracy and intrigue. A clever gnome can go far in that city, and a wise gnome goes far away from it. I am Fomorus Hughes, scholar of vivification, prime circle. The Well of Souls was my life's work. My old colleague, Ventrinio Desilini. For a time we worked together under Templar Octien. He was a brilliant scholar, but a terrible person. I told Octien he couldn't be trusted and refused to work with him, but it appears the Templars simply moved him to another lab with some mysterious assistant. Ventrinio's notes reference some highly capable assistant that joined him in testing the well and collecting Prismia. But there's no mention of their identity. Whoever they are, they're clever, resourceful, and very dangerous. If we could find them, we might have a lead, or even a way into Alabastra. The Templars rule from the Forum, and you can't get a thing done in the city without the sponsorship of one of them. They can be powerful allies, but the one thing you don't want to do is get on their bad side. It's everything I've been able to put together concerning Templar Octien's crimes, with supporting evidence from Ventrinio's notes and correspondence. I always suspected I might need leverage over Octien. It seems Ventrinio felt the same. You must remember to thank him for me.
なんか急に会話が間延びしてあれだね。テンポが悪くなったよね。やっぱ明らかにここ違うな。違う人間がコントロールしてる感じがする。テイストが変わっちゃってる感じする。これ敵だよな、当然。で、このまま出ろと。おお、今度ここまで行くか。クエスト変わってねえよな。ああ、やっぱメインに変えられてんじゃねえか。なんだ、あれで終わってんのか。なんか話が全部終わった後に終わりましたてってれれれじゃないけどさ。敵なの欲しいよね。きっちり終わっててくんねえからさ。何していいんだか。まあサブクエ今度こっちか。これで行こう。なんか入りと出とね、やっぱなんかぬるーっとしてて分かりづらいんだよ。1個やったら1個終わらせとは言わないけどさ、なんかそのつなぎ目のやり方はあるじゃない。今まででもいくらでもそういうのうまくやってるゲームあったからね。そういうところこそパクってほしいよな。せっかくうまくできてんだから。わざわざ独自に下手なことしなくてもいいよな。
Helios heard the call. And what are you here for, mortal? I'll not suffer another child of dust. I've had enough of your lot. Especially those of you calling yourselves Edgar Aaron. What a bizarre query. Your miner's plight is not my doing. If you look to rectify their situation, then we share a foe. The mortal that calls itself Edgar Aaron is to blame. Curing the miners of their affliction requires an implement, a fey relic I gave to this mortal. Take the relic from him and find your miners. It is the only way to free them from their madness. He has fled to his mine. If you truly wish to save the little mortals wandering the sands, you must retrieve my relic from him. You would do well to bring it back to me as well,
when you have claimed it. It is a powerful relic and could do much harm in the wrong hands. The mortal and I made a verbal contract. I would give him use of my light to help him clear the wild fae from his mine. In return, he agreed to gather his resources with my relic rather than the little mortal's methods, ripping and tearing at the land. He has instead shown his true quality, and now your miners are scattered to the winds. Have you met her? Fair and dark as the night itself. She'll sleep until my time is past. Then I will lie down and dream while she walks the sands. I shepherd the surface while Orenda sleeps beneath. I await the day when I may lay down to rest as Orenda does, beneath the sands. The mortal's growing influence in this world wearies me. The little mortals, you mean? Forever cutting, clearing, digging, will they never stop? Won't they tire of it and go away? I have heard mortals refer to it as a stone or a jewel. Vast oversimplifications, as children of dust are wont to make. It is my light, as Orenda's lantern is hers. Edgar Aaron asked to borrow my relic to use in his mine, to draw the minerals the mortals find so valuable. I thought him worthy of friendship, and thus gave it to him. Alas, he has deviated from his purpose. The Krennic attacks, the theft of Orenda's lamp, and now this. All of this petty sabotage is his doing, made possible by my relic. In ages past, we danced in circles on the dunes and sang sweet songs to the distant peaks. Now I alone walk here, while Orenda dreams in reverie below. Farewell.
さあ、でもなんかあれだな。これもう一回ってことは、もしかしたらもうクリアしてんのかな？
Only then can you free the digging mortals from their madness. He is hiding in his hole under the ground, where lie the minerals he so desires but cannot have. For now, then.
いや、これまたちょっと話が別なのかな。なんかこの辺のマークもあやふやなんだよな。どっちなんだって感じなんだよな。で、この中のダンジョンがあると、入れと。ひたすら進めって感じだね。トラップが一つ。あんなところじゃ踏まねえだろ。
You found me, stranger. Been speaking to Calavar, have you? You've been putting out fires from motors all over the place, I hear. What can I do for you this time? You've spoken to the Fae, I presume. I thought I saw you scaling that cliff. He wasn't lying. I wanted motors gone. But I never meant to take it this far. If he'd just packed up his damn operation, nobody would have been harmed. How about I sick my Fade friends on you instead? Kill this pest, boys!
さあ来たね。
But this was all I could do to reclaim what once belonged to me. You understand, don't you?
このスキップボタンとさ、攻撃ボタンがさ、同じ X だからさ、今一つコマ飛んじゃったでしょ。あそこウェイト入れるとかさ、あとスキップは押してる間にメーター式にするとかさ、なんか対策取らないとね。 これも一応宝か。もうこんなの関係ねえや。分かってて踏んでやるって感じだ。OK、じゃあ戻りましょうか。いやー、なんかいっぱい増えてんね。順番に行けと。さて、区切りも良さそうなんでね、今回はここまでということで、よかったらまた次回も見に来てください。チャンネル登録、そして良ければいいねボタンの方もぜひよろしくお願いします。それじゃあ、また会おうぜ。